Hi, Linda here, and here's a review of the NYC Doll Convention that took part recently. I purchased a VIP ticket, and this was the bag that was included with the purchase. The next set of pictures is the raffle table. There were over 100 different prizes to be won on this raffle table of varying price points, obviously. And congratulations to anyone who won any of the amazing prizes that were on this table. I unfortunately did not win, but like I said, congratulations to those who did win some of the amazing prizes that were located on this table. The event took place in the second floor of a building in Brooklyn. There was an elevator available for those who needed it, and for the rest, there was obviously stairs. It consisted of two very large rooms, two smaller rooms that there was workshops and meetups in, and then a theater in the middle of it. There were 40 vendors that attended the event, and their tables were spread around the two large rooms that were in this building. I tried to take pictures of pretty much all of the vendors' tables, but I'm sure I missed a few. But I tried to get a pretty good view of, or pretty good picture of most of the tables and all the items that were for sale at this event. As you can see, the tables, there was lots of room to walk in between all the tables if there was a crowd in front of all the tables. So I found that the way the event was laid out was really nice, and it was very comfortable to walk around and take pictures. The pictures I took were from day one and day two of the event. As far as I can tell, all the VIP tickets were sold out, and Sunday was also sold. Sorry, Saturday was sold out, and Sunday it was a little less busy, but there was still quite a crowd of people enjoying the event. There were several panels and quite a few workshops that were available at this event. They were either held inside the theater or inside one of the smaller rooms, which had desks and chairs and stuff. And then one of the other rooms was basically a meetup room, and there was scheduled meetups for like Vokes meetups and vinyl meetups and Blythe meetups, and so the facility was well organized and also utilized pretty much every room that was available. There was also two areas that had bathrooms. There was also a place, little snack bar that sold some small treats and some water or juice and I think pop. I didn't purchase anything in there, so I wasn't exactly sure. Um, as you can see, a lot of the pictures that I've taken are of the dolls that were on top of the vendors' tables. Some of the dolls were dolls that were for sale, and some of them were obviously personal items that would display the products that were for sale at some of the tables. The majority of dolls that I saw at this event that was brought in by the attendees was resin dolls. Obviously, there were people that obviously brought vinyl dolls, but I'd say 80% of it was resin based dolls, and there were people that obviously brought vinyl. I brought two vinyl dolls with me. Not to say that if you have vinyl dolls, you cannot come to this event, because obviously a lot of the vendors' items that they sold will work for either vinyl or resin dolls. As I said before, the event was well attended and fairly well organized, except there was a bit of a problem with setting up some of the workshops and the panels in one of the rooms to the point where there was about a half-hour delay of some of the workshops, which ended up making everything else sort of go in sort of behind. That was on the first day. On the second day, they seemed to have corrected the issues or the problems that they were having, and everything seemed to be on schedule and on time on day two. When speaking to a lot of the other attendees that were there, they all enjoyed the event very much so. Um, there were 5 different workshops, from making flower crowns to making t-shirts to a workshop on how to face paint. The face painting and the making the flower crowns were so popular, they ended up having to schedule for Saturday and Sunday, because both those workshops obviously got sold out very quickly. And I went to the crown making, the flower crown making, and it was an amazing workshop. The person who was in charge of it did an awesome job, and she made it very clear how to do it. And I ended up with a beautiful flower crown that's not quite finished. I just didn't get the ribbon because I spent so many times putting so many different flowers on it that I was a little slow, but that's just a me problem. There were about 4 or 5 panels, and only one of them that you need to sign up for, even though people that signed up for it was in the theater, and there was lots of room for more people to attend it if they wanted to. So even though it was a sign-in one, it was not overcrowded. And the other 2 panels that I did go to was the shopping in Japan, which was really cool. I've been to Japan, but it sort of gave me some more ideas. And the other one was dolls as a temporary art. And the 2 people that were in charge were beautiful speakers, and I really enjoyed the information that they gave. And it sort of gave me a new view of, dolls and how they're introduced, and it was really good. I much enjoyed that. And I also saw a couple of the games. I didn't attend any of the games that were at the event, but when I looked in the rooms that did have the games, they were really busy and people were having fun, and the room was definitely full. So the game rooms when that were done were obviously very popular and well attended. The other information that was given on the website was hotels to stay for people that were obviously out of town. I stayed at a hotel that was 5 minutes away, and it was a 5-minute walk. It was 2 blocks over, or 1 block down, or maybe 3 blocks over one. It was an easy walk to the facility, and the hotel was clean. It was tidy. It was apparently it was an old loft apartment building, which they renovated into a hotel, and the staff was amazing. There was not a free breakfast, but there was a small breakfast that you could have available, which I obviously got because I didn't want to have to search for food in the morning before the event. But the hotel was really nice and tidy. The rooms were large, and I was quite enjoyed the stay at that hotel. So I'd say it was a good suggestion for sure. I'm not sure about the other hotels, but say this one was the closest one available. And I noticed in a lot of the other people that were actually at the hotel were also going to the conference. So now comes the time that you want my review. I really enjoyed this conference. I had an amazing time. I've never been to New York, so I had no expectations of what to find, but like I said, I had a really good time. I met really awesome people. I had great conversations with a lot of people. I loved the panels. I loved the workshops. It was well organized. I said, besides the bit of a hiccup on Saturday, but other than that, and if they do end up having another one next year, I am definitely going to go. So anybody who was sort of on the fence as to whether to attend this convention or whether they, it was a good buy and stuff. The tickets weren't that expensive, by the way. I mean, it was $100 with the VIP bag included, and I think the other tickets, I'm not sure, I think it was $75, and I'm not sure what the 1-day ticket was. Anyways, for the price of the tickets, I thought it was well worth it. And I enjoyed it. I had an awesome time. I met lots of different people. I saw lots of different dolls, as you can see from the pictures. And it was very enjoyable, and it was well organized. It really well organized. And I would definitely go if they have it next year. So anybody who is not sure, buy a ticket. Although don't buy my ticket. Anyways, definitely it was worth the time and energy to go there. So my review is 2 thumbs up, and hopefully I will see you next year, if it is next year. I mean, I don't know, they didn't say whether they were gonna have another one, but I definitely enjoyed it and will attend if they decide to have another one. These last couple of pictures are the Dollaramas that they had in the meetup room. So I took a bunch of pictures with the folks, and it was an awesome time. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again. Bye for now.